Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake It's Me, and today is the Wednesday check-in. It is Wednesday, August 13th, 2025, and fuck the patriarchy. Um, I said what I said. If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, then head on over to podcast.hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out my podcast that I do every Thursday. And make sure that you head over to hellocupcakeitsme.com to give the blog some love and follow me on all the different social medias, including TikTok, where you will find that every Tuesday I do TikTok Tuesdays, which is just a 10-minute recap of the last week. So, yeah. Also, if you are so inclined to do so, please check out my book, Carpe Diem Scroto 365 Daily Affirmations, found at www.cdsthebook.com. So, how the hell is everyone? Um, Everyone named Michael is sitting here burning alive because Summer showed up with both her tits out here in the good old Pacific Northwest, and um, we thought we were getting away with Summer not showing up. We thought that she was like too tired from Coachella Fest, but no, bitch made it here to the PNW, and she is angry because she found out her boyfriend is cheating on her. Because god damn, it is hot outside. At the time of making this video, it is 64 degrees with 83% humidity, and the high for today is going to be 95 with 47% humidity. So, for some of you who live in, say, I don't know, like California or Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, where it gets hot, and you're like, oh yeah, 95, meh. Okay. For us here in the PNW, our 95 is like your 125. It's your, like, yeah, it's just like, no, there's no real comparison. Oh, that hurt. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I am trying to change my insulin injection site, and I just hit a vein, so I'm gonna have to do that again here in a few days. And oh, fuck, I hate it when I hit the veins. Anyways, so yeah, I'm multitasking. I am doing my video here, and I am redoing my insulin and all that other fun stuff. So, yeah, it has been getting progressively hotter and hotter and hotter over the last 10 years here in the Pacific Northwest, and I'm just not here for it. As of right now, I have my air conditioner on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 fans on. And I could not for the life of me figure out why my brand new portable air conditioner that I got like a year or so ago wasn't working. Come to find out, the son of a bitch was on the wrong setting, and it wasn't until I was looking at the unit just a couple of minutes ago that I realized that it was on the wrong setting. I thought that maybe it was like in the process of dying, or just, something else was going on with it. No, just the wrong setting. So, yeah, we're getting it cooled down in the living room very quickly. And I also learned something very valuable and unique about the power grid of my house. That apparently, even though my AC is plugged into my dining room, that my dining room shares a circuit breaker and is all on the same wiring line as one part of my kitchen, and that my kitchen is actually divided into 3 separate parts. So, yay, weird wiring in manufactured homes that really didn't have safety standards or whatever back when shit was being developed. I found out that my part of my bedroom is actually connected into the bathroom's electricity, and that it is also connected into the laundry room's electricity, but is not properly labeled on the panel box. I did that one by changing out an electrical socket, and thought that I thought I had all the shit like taken care of, that all the power was off for that particular outlet. Sitting there just bare knuckling it, taking it off, got the other side off, pulled it off, went to grab onto the wire, and did that. Yeah, that was not fun. Plus, it was also 215 degrees in the house, and like because all the power was off, there was no way for me to be cool. And I was just like, yeah, this is not my definition of fun. Thanks. So I just shut the power off to the whole house, and then went out to the pole and shut the power off at the pole. But anyways, enough about all of that. So, yesterday I went out to breakfast with some friends of mine, and just had a really nice morning. Got up, did my little routines of whatever did a half mile, and felt good. I wanted to do more than a half, but life just happens. So tomorrow I'm going to do like a full mile, hopefully a mile and a half. I like the fact that this is becoming routine for me, and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I had breakfast with my girlfriends, and then came home, melted, and couldn't figure out why. Like I said, couldn't figure out why I couldn't get the house to cool down any. And well, you just need to pay attention to the settings. So yeah. What else is going on? Went to the bar last night, and it was god awful fucking hot in there. And I knew that it was probably going to be because, well, the bar manager and the owner don't ever like buy fans, not only for themselves but for the patrons. And so I have a bunch of these like fans that I picked up at the Dollar Tree a couple of years ago, and I packed away like 6 of them because we're all playing trivia, and I thought, we could at least sit there and use them like a church fan or whatever. Then the bar manager's girlfriend came in from a wedding and brought the wedding party back to the Otter. Brought the wedding party back to the bar. Don't know why I said Otter instead of bar. I'm just waking up, so there's that whole part also. Anyways, I had these, and like everyone was melting, and I was like, she was talking about how she broke her fan or whatever, and was like fanning herself with a plate, and I like did this bit. I was all, and she's all, "No, you didn't." I was like, "Yes, I did. Here you go." And she's like, "Oh man, that's so awesome." And then I reached into my bag and I pulled 5 others out, and she's like, "Fuck, this is so awesome! Like the bride is super hot, blah blah." Anyways, I lost all my fans, and they were fans that I had customized. Like this one says Hallelujah on it, and I had one that said Hallelujah, and the Hallelujah was in like this bright fluorescent pink with rhinestones and all that other stuff. And so, yeah, I lost all my fans, and I'm kind of sad about it, but gives me a reason to go get some more and to deck them out. What else? So, yeah, we are all just doing the best we can with this heat right now. Check on your elderly people. Check on your big backed people, because we got them humidities going on, and trust me when I say that shit is unnecessary. I started actually getting a heat rash on my chest from how hot it got yesterday and just how much I was sweating. So enough of me bitching about sweating. This last these last 2 therapy sessions that I went through have just not been good therapy sessions. Like we did not connect there, even with the therapist that I really like, and then the one that I'm just like meh about. Had a hard time connecting with them this week, and I don't know what that is. It could have been the fact that my Mercury was still in the microwave or whatever, but we'll see what's going on. There's part of me that is feeling like I need to keep things to myself, but then there's also that other aspect of me that's like I want to reach out and like pull more people into me. So, yeah, just kind of a midway battle with myself. Um, and my cousin went in for colorectal surgery yesterday, and I got a text this morning. After 10 hours of surgery, they were able to completely remove all of the cancer from the colon. But it it had also spread to other areas of her body. So she's got uterine and ovarian cancer, and they're thinking that that's where the cancer originated, was in her uterus and ovaries, and that it metastasized into colon cancer. And I guess they discovered breast cancer also, but they were able to completely remove all the cancer from the colon, which is what we were praying for and hoping for. And now she has to heal up from that, and then they are going to evaluate which one of the other cancers is the more like pressing. So she's probably going to end up having to have a full hysterectomy, and hopefully she doesn't have to have a mastectomy, but if she does, and it will help improve or extend her life, I think she's going to be for it. And this next year or two is going to be very, very, very difficult for her in just surgeries, recovering. I watched what my sister went through with her chemo and stuff like that, and um, yeah, it was pretty awful. So, um, if you are the praying, if you are the lighting a candle, if you are the getting out under the full moon and talking to the elder gods, or whatever form of spirituality, or however you send good energy or good juju toward people or situations, please keep my family in your thoughts, in your cauldrons, in your whatever you do. Um, and that she doesn't die at 56 years old, 56 or 57 years old, and that she lives long enough to have her first grandbabies and experience what it's like to be a grandma, and just enjoy retirement, because she's worked her entire life. She worked from like the age of 14 or 15 clear up until like now. um, she's actually having to take time from her job in order to get all these surgeries done. She has like over a year vacation time saved, and so thankfully she doesn't have to go back to work anytime soon. And if she has to retire, she's going to retire at like a fourth of what she would if she retired in 3 years, which I'm like, come the fuck on. This woman has given you 30 some odd years of loyalty, and you can't give her 3 years at full pension. That's just some bullshit. And that right there is why corporate America is failing, because it's failing its workers. So, not going to get into all of that because that becomes a political thing. And yeah. Um, some really good news, though, is that I got this backpack, and I've had it for a while, but I was given this backpack, and when I first got this backpack, I could barely clip the chest clips together, and then the hip clips I couldn't get to go around my waist at all. And so I just kept fighting with that. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to buy the stuff to extend these clips. And then as I lose weight or whatever, I will be able to adjust it and so on and so forth. Well, I went to put on the backpack the other day just to kind of feel how heavy it was with all the stuff that I had packed into it. And I was able to clip the belts, and it was a little tight, but it was a comfortable tight. And I am so fucking ecstatic about that. It's not even funny. Um, and I took a little picture of myself, like from the side or whatever. And yeah, I'm a big dude, and like, having this side profile, because I had my arm lifted up so that you could see the straps here, the strap here, and the strap across my stomach. And feeling myself feeling good about it and did like a little brag post. That post has blown up on Reddit. And of course, there's a few of those fucktards who get on there and it's like, oh, well, you're too fat to be walking. Or um, with as much weight as you have, you really need to be focusing on other things besides walking and hiking and all this other stuff. Blah blah blah. Like all the traditional fat shaming and all that other stuff. I understand that people see big people and automatically think, "Oh, you're fat. You have no worth in this world." Um, it doesn't matter if it is a medical condition, if it is just being poor and having to buy food and ingredients that are substandard, subpar, or if it is like what, just whatever caused the person from going from one size to the other, whatever that happens to be for that person in their journey of life or whatever. Quit talking shit to plus size people. Like, we know that we are large. We know that we're not the ideal supermodel. We know that you are not looking at us in a wow, they're beautiful, wow, they're handsome sort of way. And if you are looking at people like us, 9 times out of 10, it's a fetish. It's not a genuine, like, I love you for who you are, regardless of your shell. I love you. And so thankfully there weren't too many like horribly negative comments. A lot of people were on there talking about like, you need to get your blood pressure under control, you need to do this, you need to do that, blah blah, because I post all of my information that I glean from my watch and from my phone, and I post that on my different social media platforms that I have created specifically for my hiking and like just getting into the outdoors and all the stuff that I'm doing to try to better myself. And it's like, really, you don't think that I know this? You don't think that I'm not talking to my doctor? You don't think that I'm taking Losartan, even though I don't want to fucking take Losartan? That I would rather be treated with naturopathic medicines? That I would like rather have my thyroid worked on? That I would rather have like whatever? But people get behind the keyboard. They're like, "Oh, this is a fat person trying to be good about themselves." So, like, okay, you fucking mouth breather, whatever. Um, I don't love that journey for you. And if you got to tear somebody down on the internet based on their looks, based on their um, sexual identity, based on like whatever, you need to look at yourself and figure out why you are fundamentally broken and why you feel that it's okay to defecate on everyone else, especially when they are trying to do better by themselves and trying to work to make themselves not only look better, but feel better and be better. Um, and, you know, I, I spent probably 3 hours yesterday going through all those comments and trying to address each and every person as they came up on my thing. And I know that I don't know everything there is about backpacking, hiking, camping, so on and so forth. Like, I was a Boy Scout 250 trillion years ago. But a lot of that knowledge has not stayed with me. Like, I know a little bit of bushcraft survival. I know a little bit of prepper stuff. I know a little bit about like if shit hits the fan type things. I have my medical supplies. I have my food cache. I have weapons, and I have whatever for emergency purposes. I don't have that for recreational purposes. And so, where I'm going to be hiking, there's a lot of bear, there's a lot of mountain lion and cougar and coyote and all that other stuff. And so, in that post, I was talking about like the weaponry that I was going to be having with me. I have a couple of fixed blade knives that I'm taking with me, and I'm going to get some bear spray, which I don't understand why that shit's so fucking expensive, but you know, whatever. Um, and then I am going to be taking a handgun with me. I got a 9mm pistol, and I got all the accoutrements for like putting like the holster. Had to think of the word for a minute, and it holds 8 rounds in the clip, 1 round in the chamber, and I'm going to be taking extra bullets with me, and you know, I want to feel safe when I'm out on the trail, and one person's like, you don't need all of that, blah blah, that's just a bunch of bullshit, just another fat ass Rambo. I was like, first of all, you don't know what I will or will not need. Every single YouTuber, influencer that does backpacking and hiking and just bushcraft survival tells you that you need 1 or 2 good knives, and like not any of them mention having any kind of weaponry on them because, well, YouTube being YouTube and the controversy of people who are pro-gun, anti-gun, what the hell ever. Personally, I don't care. I am 100% pro-gun. End of discussion. So I've gone to the police department. I got my concealed weapons permit. I've done all of the like stuff to make sure that I am a law-abiding citizen, that I have taken the steps necessary to ensure all of that or whatever. And I just asked that person, I'm like, why do you care so much about what I'm doing for my personal safety and what I feel I should take with me? Like, I would rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And if you go out into the wilderness without a knife, okay, awesome for you. Like, you know, yay. But one of the knives that I'm going to be taking with me is this knife here. I picked this up for a song and a dance, and it's a nice, heavy duty knife, and I got to get it sharpened. But, you know, it's nothing special, nothing fancy. I think this is a rosewood handle, and just stainless steel, and it comes with this little carrying case, and this has a strap on it, so I'm gonna, you know, maybe keep that where I can get to it rather quickly and easily, and just call it good. But anyways, guys, there is so much more that I want to talk about, but the video is already going into 30 minutes, and I am sorry about that. So you're just going to have to catch up with me on the podcast and the Saturday check-in. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go. But like I said in the beginning, follow me on all the different socials. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment section down below. And just remember, you're doing the best you can with what you have available to you. Don't add to the population. Don't subtract from the population. Find your joy and try not to be too grumpy with people because it's hot outside. And I will talk to you next time. Bye, guys.